The power goes out at 9 in the evening. You are not panicking. You planned for this. You have food in the fridge. You have flashlights. You have water. You have a backup battery on your phone. You did everything right. Here is what almost nobody thinks about in that moment. When the power dies, your gasoline goes with it, your car fuel, your generator fuel, both at the same time. Stick with me, because in about 4 minutes, I'm going to show you how to keep your fuel supply alive even when every pump in your city goes completely dark. And the whole setup costs $14. So the next morning, you drive to the gas station. The pumps are dead. You try the one down the street. Dead. The one across town. Dead. Every pump in your city is dead, and they will stay dead for the next 4 days. This is not a story about a hurricane. It is a story about electricity, and it is one most people learn the wrong way. Here is what nobody explains about gasoline. It does not come out of the ground by itself. The fuel in every gas station in your city is stored in underground tanks, buried 6 to 10 feet below the pavement. It sits underground to stay cool, prevent evaporation, and stay away from sparks. The problem is gravity. Fuel that is 6 feet underground cannot push itself upward. It needs a pump, a submersible electric pump, one per tank, wired into the same grid as your house. And there is a detail most people miss. Even the older gravity-fed setups that still exist at some rural stations require electricity for their meters, their vapor recovery systems, and their point-of-sale terminals. The pump is only one part of the chain. The entire transaction is electric. The moment the power goes out, every pump in your city stops. At the same time, in under 1 second. Multiply that by the number of stations in your area. A mid-sized North American city has somewhere between 150 and 200 gas stations. They are all down. In the first hour of the blackout, most people do not know this yet. They are at home waiting for the lights to come back on. But some people do know. Those people are already in their cars. They are heading to the handful of stations with backup generator connections. Lines form within the hour. Those stations pump dry within 6 hours, and this is where the problem gets mathematical. The average North American driver carries about a quarter tank at any given time. Most people fill up when the gauge hits low, not at half. It is a rational habit during normal times. But a quarter tank in a standard sedan is roughly 3 to 4 gallons. That is enough to drive about 100 miles. Not enough to leave your city, not enough to outlast a 4-day outage. And here is the timing detail that makes this worse. The people who feel the shortage first are not unprepared people. They are the ones who had the right instinct. They drove to the gas station within the first hour, found a line, and waited. By the time it was their turn, the tank was dry. The people who had no idea there was a problem stayed home, went to sleep, woke up the next day, drove out casually, and found nothing. In August of 2003, a software glitch in a power management system in Ohio triggered the largest blackout in North American history. 50 million people went dark. Ontario and 8 American states lost power simultaneously. For some, it was back in hours. For others, it took 4 days. Within the first 24 hours, stations across the affected region were reporting dry tanks and lineups stretching around the block. Then came Hurricane Sandy in 2012. 8 million customers lost power across the Northeast. This time, the gas shortage was not a side effect. It became the crisis itself. Pumps ran dry every 6 to 7 hours once backup generator stations exhausted their supply. The National Guard deployed fuel trucks. New Jersey and New York imposed odd, even license plate rationing. Lines stretched half a mile and lasted 6 hours. Emergency responders across the region reported fuel rationing for their own vehicles. 1 year later, New York became the first state in American history to create a strategic gasoline reserve. The fact that this had never existed before tells you everything about how exposed the system actually is. Stay with me, because what I am about to show you solves 2 problems most people do not even know they have. The fix has 3 parts. The first part is the one everyone thinks of. A NATO-style metal jerry can, 5 gallons, about $12. You fill it the next time you're at a gas station and you already have your own reserve. Add a bottle of STA fuel stabilizer at 1 ounce per gallon, and that fuel stays clean and fully combustible for 18 to 24 months. Without it, the ethanol in modern pump gas absorbs moisture within 60 to 90 days, and what is left will foul a fuel injector. 2 cans gives you 10 gallons, 300 miles of range. The difference between leaving before the shelves empty and arriving after. That is the part people understand. Here is the part they miss. The average homeowner has 8 to 12 gallons of gasoline sitting on their property right now. In their lawnmower, their snowblower, their generator, their boat, their ATV. You already have a fuel supply, you just cannot access it without this. A battery-powered fuel transfer pump. It runs on 4 AA batteries, 2 gallons per minute, 40 inches of hose on both ends. You put one end into your lawnmower tank, The other end goes into your car. The pump does the rest, no siphoning with your mouth. No tilting a heavy machine, no spills. You extract every usable ounce from every small engine on your property in about 10 minutes. A full lawnmower tank is typically 1 to 2 gallons. A snowblower holds the same. A portable generator can hold up to 4. A boat tank can hold 5 to 10. An ATV adds another 2 to 4 gallons on top of that. Together, that is more fuel than most people realize they are already sitting on. And in a 4-day blackout, every single gallon matters. 3 brands I trust for this. TeraPump, specifically the TRFA01 model, the most widely stocked and comes with an auto stop, so it cuts off before the tank overflows. FEEDRON, which runs on AA batteries and has an extra long 51-inch hose that reaches awkward tank positions. And DEWAY, which fits directly onto most standard gas cans without an adapter. All 3 are available at Home Depot and on Amazon in the United States. For Canada, TeraPump is stocked at Rec Power and Triple Clamp Moto. For the United Kingdom and Europe, all 3 are available on Amazon UK. I have linked all 3 for each region in the description below. Now here is something even better. If you want zero battery dependency altogether, that option exists too. It is called a manual Squeeze Siphon Pump. You squeeze a rubber ball by hand, it creates suction. Fuel flows through the hose by itself. No batteries, no charging, no moving parts that can fail. They cost between $8 and $12. They are slower, roughly half a gallon per minute. But in a scenario where you cannot recharge anything, that matters. The 2 I recommend are the Luigi Siphon Pump and the Smart Jerry Manual Transfer Pump. Both are under $12, and both are available on Amazon in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Links are in the description. One thing worth knowing, small engine fuel that has been sitting for more than 2 months may have started to degrade. In a genuine emergency, it will still run your car. Modern fuel injectors handle slightly degraded gasoline without issue. But use your pre-treated stored cans first and treat the equipment fuel as your secondary reserve. The pump also makes your jerry can system cleaner and safer. Pouring 5 gallons through a metal spout in a parking lot is awkward and wasteful. The pump transfers it in under 3 minutes with 0 spill and no fumes near your face. Here is the complete list. 2 5-gallon metal jerry cans, 1 bottle of Stay-Bill, 1 battery transfer pump, or, if you want no battery dependency, 1 manual squeeze siphon pump. Total under $40. Fill the cans at your next fill-up. Add the stabilizer, write the date on the can, store them somewhere cool and ventilated away from any ignition source. Every 6 months, burn the old fuel in your car during a normal fill-up, refill fresh, retreat. Your car burns the old stock. You store new stock. The system resets itself automatically and costs nothing to maintain beyond the first purchase. One more thing. Diesel fuel stores for 18 to 24 months with no treatment at all. It is chemically more stable than gasoline and contains natural lubricants that slow degradation. This is exactly why every military vehicle in NATO runs on diesel. Operational fuel security was engineered into that design long before commercial stabilizer ever existed. If you drive diesel, that storage advantage is already built in. Fill the cans, date them, rotate them once a year. Nothing else required. Your car is not a transportation device. It is a fuel delivery system attached to a transportation device. The transportation part works perfectly. The fuel delivery part has a single point of failure, and that failure hits every car in your city at the exact same second. 10 gallons is 300 miles. It is the difference between calm and chaos when you are the only person on your block who already knew this. The next one I am digging up is something almost no doctor tells their patients about. There is a legal prescription rule, fully covered by insurance, that lets you stockpile months of your own medication right now. It exists specifically because of Hurricane Katrina. Almost nobody uses it. If that sounds like something you need, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.